Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Okay, so thank you for holding. How are you? And we are trying to get your existing locks removed.
Yes, I am fine. I received the wound and I got one put in, but the problem that I'm having is the locks that are in there now I did not have keys for, and I'm having a hard time getting it out. The one that I did get out, I struggled with.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was a trick to getting them off without the key.
The trick to getting them off without the key is resisting the temptation to strangle someone. The only way to get those locks are going to have to be done from the office side, the secured side, where you've got your two wood doors that open up. Someone's got to reach down in there and pull that spring clip up and off. And
I've done that. I've taken the spring clip up. You know, I've gotten that off, but it still won't turn enough to get me clearance to open.
Well, you should be able to push that lock out a little bit and then tip it forward so that the cam can come, out and through that hole. And that is indeed how those go in, but there's very little clearance to actually do that. Obviously, the other way to do it is to, drill those. Ideally, you'd want to drill the inside so that you're drilling out the riveted or peened over part of the cylinder that's holding the flat tailpiece on, the thing that actually turns when the key is used.
Yeah.
So you'd prefer not to be drilling inside people's mailboxes and all over your workspace there.
Well, no, because it's pretty deep. You can't even get a drill in there.
Well, you need like an 18-inch drill bit. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention, and I can't tell from your picture, you might have access from the inside to being able to retract the pins that hold the door in the structure. So you might be able to...
Go ahead.
I was going to say you might be able to pull those pins in if you have access to them. That will allow you to take the entire door off.
Well, the length of the mailbox is probably about from my fingers to my elbow, almost that deep is how deep the mailbox is.
Yeah, a good 16-inch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so if I
it's hard working in that.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I can slide the pin up. That's how I got the first one out. But see, the ones you sent me is good because they have, the nut that goes on them. But mine just slips right on. There's not a nut or anything that holds that lever bar, that you lock the mailbox with.
Yeah, it's the spring clip that you're referring to, and that thing is dreadful, to get off. I would be in there with a long number 2 slotted, slotted screwdriver, just trying to pry it up.
Right.
That's how I would do it.
So once I get the spring clip lifted up off of it, then I should be able to just maneuver the mechanism out at an angle, the same way it's going to go in.
Exactly. You got to grab it, you got to shimmy it out a little bit, and then start to turn it so that the cam, the tailpiece, can get off of the jam that it's locked to. And then again, if that doesn't work, someone needs to get a long drill bit and drill the back of all that out so that the lock body just comes out completely.
Okay.
Or you might have access to retract the pins that hold the door in the structure, but I can't tell if you will or not.
I don't think so, because I think it's all one straight it's not one straight long pin, but, there's just a little bit of a space between each door.
Right. And in order to do that, you might have to have the door already in the open position, now that I think of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I could get it open, then it'd be easy to get the lock off. You know, than trying to work with my hand in there. But, okay, if that's about the only way it can be done, then I'll try that. I mean, I did it with the first one, you know, the sample lock that I sent you, but it seemed like it, I don't know, it kind of bent it a little bit, but that was my first one out, so the other one's maybe a little easier.
It's a hassle. Those spring clips are brutal. You know, I would be wearing gloves so you don't, you know, chew up your fingers. Those spring clips are tough to force on there, and they take some hand strength, that's to be sure.
Yeah, that they do. Okay, well, I wanted to make sure, you know, that was about the only way I could do it without having to, you know, I thought maybe there was another secret that I didn't know about. Unfortunately not.
No. Yeah. So the drilling would work, but the drilling is going to be a hassle.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll just try it and do it the other way and see if, because the ones that you sent me, like I said, have the nut on it, but then the one that I sent you, the little lever that goes down that locks the mailbox, it slips on there, but it's like it doesn't want to slip off.
Right, and it's meant to stay real tight. And you're right, the locks that we sent you have the ability to be mounted either with the spring clip or the threaded nut, which makes them a better version of what was originally manufactured. It's just the upgraded version, which is kind of the only way you get them nowadays. You know, you can go out and buy a horsewhip, but you're probably just going to buy a car, you know. The buggies aren't too popular, so that kind of evolution.
Sure. Okay, well, thanks for the info, and I'll just tackle them one at a time.
Yes. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Otherwise, if you don't mind, let me know how it goes. I expect it's going to be like, yeah, that really stunk, but I got it done. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tackle it and see what I can find out, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.